The Sony A7 III released in 2018, and yeah, it made waves. I mean, it didn't just enter the market, it kicked the door open. Full-frame performance, fast autofocus, dual card slots, solid video specs at a price that didn't make your wallet cry. For years, it was the gold standard. So the question is, here in 2025, should you still buy one? Or has it finally hit its expiration date? Let's talk about photography first. The A7 III has a 24.2 megapixel full-frame sensor, and I already hear some people going, only 24 megapixels? But here's the thing, for most people, for most uses, 24 is more than enough. Your Instagram feed won't know the difference between 24 and 60, your clients won't either. Unless you're doing massive prints or extreme cropping, this sensor gives you sharp, vibrant, detailed images. The kind that still hold up, even beside newer cameras. The dynamic range is still impressive. You can pull shadows, protect highlights, and have plenty of room to work in post. Portraits look rich, landscapes pop, and street photography? This thing is a quiet beast for that kind of work. Then there's autofocus. Even now, it's one of the most reliable systems out there. You get eye detection for both people and animals, and it actually works. It's fast, accurate, and doesn't make you feel like you're wrestling with your gear just to keep focus. That's the kind of tech that makes your job easier, not harder. You also get 10 frames per second in burst mode, which makes it great for sports, action, wildlife anytime when timing really matters. And when the sun goes down, this camera doesn't panic. The low-light performance is genuinely solid. You can shoot at high ISOs and still get usable images, clean enough to be proud of. But let's be honest, it's not perfect. And you'll feel that in some places. The rear screen doesn't flip out, and that can be frustrating, especially if you're filming yourself or working at strange angles. And the menu system, it's not great, it's deep, it's clunky, it takes time to learn. But once you know your way around it, you manage. Now for video, yes, it shoots 4K at 24 frames per second, and the quality still looks great. But it's 8-bit, number 10-bit color, number 4K at 60 or 120. So if you're a color grading nerd or you do client work that needs cinematic flexibility, that might be a limitation. But if you're creating content for YouTube, social media, or even documentary work, this camera still holds its own with the right setup. It does overheat a little in hot conditions, especially during long shoots. And there's the infamous 30-minute recording limit, but there's a workaround. Use an intervalometer to trigger recording again right after it stops. You'll lose a second or two, but it's better than missing an entire moment. You do get in-body stabilization, which helps smooth out handheld shots. And for slow motion, you get 108 OP at 120 frames per second. Not 4K, but still beautiful when done right. And yes, it supports S-Log too, which gives you more flexibility with shadows and highlights even in 8-bit footage. Now let's talk build. This thing is solid. It's weather-sealed, feels pro in the hands, and the battery life is surprisingly strong, actually better than some newer Sony bodies. You can shoot for hours before swapping batteries, and that's a huge win for anyone who hates interruptions. And lens compatibility, massive. The E-mount system has grown into a beast. From Sony to Sigma to Tamron, you're spoiled for choice. And here's a little secret: upgrading your lens will give you better results than just chasing the next shiny camera body. So if you're thinking of going A7 III and pairing it with a great lens like the Sigma 24-70, you're already ahead of the game. Now let's be real. One of the biggest reasons this camera still matters is price. So who is this camera for? If you're a photographer first, this is a smart move. If you're a content creator who needs solid video without chasing ultra specs, this will deliver. And if you're budget conscious but still want to shoot like a pro, this is probably one of the smartest choices out there. The Sony A7 III may be 6 years old, but it doesn't feel outdated, it feels proven. It's been through weddings, documentaries, passion projects, and YouTube channels. It's reliable, it's capable, and most of all, it just works. And sometimes that's exactly what you need.